Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to be deploying applications on Netlify. So what we have here is just a simple application, and we are going to be using Netlify to actually deploy this application. So we are just going to go into our terminal and cd into our folder. And then we want to use the syntax npm run build. So basically what npm run build, it will create a build folder for our application, which we would then use in deploying the application on Netlify. So we're just going to wait for that to build. And it once that is complete, we should be able to see a build folder on the left hand side of our files. So what we then need to do is go into Netlify's website. I already have mine opened. You can sign up for a free account, and I am going to be using that build folder that we just created, and I'm going to be using it to deploy manually. So there are two types of deployment we could do. We could either import from an existing project, or we could deploy manually, but I'm going to be using the two, but I'm going to start with deploying manually. So what I'm just going to do is go into that folder where I actually have the build folder, and then I'm just going to upload that into Netlify websites. So it's as easy as a simple upload, and you just wait for your application to be deployed. So now we are just gonna wait and see. We see that it has successfully uploaded, and we would just go back to the site configuration, and we can see that it has been uploaded. So we can go into that link, and that will show us our application. It's as easy as that, but there's something we don't really like, that long URL. It doesn't look pretty. The good thing about Netlify is that we can actually change that. We'll go to the change site name, and we can give it something nice. So we can just call it deploy application, something like that, and we save it, and we can see that the URL link has also changed. So we just go into that link, and we still have our application up and running. And of course you can share this as well. So the other method we want to try and use, because obviously that was the manual way of deploying, is that we can use GitHub to deploy applications. We can use GitLab, we can use Gitbucket or DevOps, but I am going to be using one application from my GitHub. So I'm just going to go into my repository, and I'm going to search for a random application. I'm just going to search for an application, and I could use an investment application. So I want to deploy this. So this is already stored on my GitHub account. So I'm literally just importing that. So the configuration is still the same, npm run build, and we just click the deploy button, and we can see that just deploys our application for us. And then we want to check and make sure that, of course, our application is up and running on the site, and we can see that works very fine. Also, I still do not like the site name, and just as we did for the manual deploying, I would want to also change the URL name for this one as well. So I'm just going to go into the site configuration and go to the change site name, and then I am just going to call this application, and I can just give it a financial decision tool application. So I can save that, and that automatically saves, and we've got a nice looking pretty URL for users to use. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.